So I was really, really, really scared. And the fear was always in the background, was always in the background. It's still there now, but it's like very tiny and minuscule, because I know what's going on. Back then I just got out of rehab, and I just learned that I have bipolar, and I have to, and that it's a lifelong thing, that I have to manage this shit. So at that time I was really afraid that anytime I spoke fast, I was like so scared. For example, my first business as a Instagram marketer or a social media manager, I was doing monthly live sessions, and I was talking and documenting my entire month at the end of the month on a Saturday, and like a second Saturday of the month, I would talk about the previous month. So when I was talking about my first month, I think it was in uh, first month of January 2025, I think I started it. So when I started in January, uh, it was crazy because I spoke about the last 3 months. So I was trying to cram in 3 months into around a 15-minute talk, where I was documenting everything I felt, everything I noticed, everything I grew in my account on Instagram. And I was so scared. I shit you not. I was so goddamn scared that I sent the link and I downloaded and sent that video to my counselor, Nitin from rehab, from Kadabums. And I said, yo, man, please check this out. Tell me if this is excessive talk. Tell me if I'm going to get a relapse. Because I was really scared, because that was the first time I spoke in front of a camera without an audience, and I spoke nonstop for 15 minutes. I can still go on and talk about that for 15 minutes right now. And I know that this is my YouTube channel. This is me documenting how I'm building a high performance life with bipolar disorder, and how it can help you if you have bipolar, and if you also are on that journey of building a high performance life for yourself. I can definitely talk 15, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, maybe until my camera phone battery runs out, because I'm recording from my phone. So all of this I can talk, I can continue to talk for 15, maybe 20, 30 minutes at a stretch. But back then, when I did it for the first time in Jan of 2025, I was so scared. I was so shit scared. I sent him a message. I kept calling him. I wanted to hear from him. I wanted him. I was really desperate for his opinion. I wanted him to say, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And luckily, he did say, no, Brian, it's all fine. I listened to it. You're talking only about work. You're not talking any crazy stuff like you were before, when you were talking about world peace and all of that. So this way, I feel that now I have a very good hold on my emotions and on my fear. I am able to manage it. I'm able to hold it back, so to speak. But back then, I was so scared. I was really afraid, that I was like, man, I can get a relapse at any time. And I have to be honest with you. In February of 2026, I almost got a relapse, but that was not because of the fear. It was because of my lack of sleep plus irritability and all of that together. That was before I got diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, but now that's diagnosed and I'm all good, so everything is good. So I almost got a relapse, and that had nothing to do with the fear. It had to do with the fact that I hadn't slept for over a year properly, because that's what my sleep study determined, that my disturbances every hour, my brain was waking up 103 times every hour, every night. So for that reason, I almost got a relapse, but I was able to identify it and talk to my clinical psychologist, and she instructed me to meet my psychiatrist the next day. I met him. He increased the dose from 20 mg of lurasidone, which is Luramax, to 40 mg. And I feel good, because now I'm sleeping well, sleeping better with my BiPAP machine. I'm breathing better at night. No, my disturbances is around zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.5 every night, every hour, every night. So that's great. And talking about the fear, right? The fear is always going to be there. I feel that it's something that I'll have to live with. I'll have to come to terms with, that it's always going to be there, no matter how brave I act or how brave of a front I put on. I don't think the fear is ever going to go away. I'm not sure. Maybe it might, because 3.5 years out of rehab now, my fear, let's say, is at 1%. But when I just got out of rehab, my fear was at 100%. Trust me, I did not speak to anyone, any of my friends, for over a year and a half, because I was really scared that when I talked to them, my old self would come out and I would speak really fast and I would get a relapse, or I would get excited and I would get a relapse.